most significant thing I want to share with you today, and I hope you get this from this training, is why residual income. See, residual income is the reason why you want to get involved in network marketing. See, there's different types of income out there. If you work a job, you have an income called linear income. In other words, you go to work for a certain paycheck. You go to work, you earn a certain amount of money. And that's terrific. You work, you get paid. You don't work, you don't get paid. That's right. You don't make a dime if you don't work. Of course, unless you have vacation days or something like that. That's called linear income. I want to ask you a question. You know anybody that's bought their freedom and actually earned enough money to never have to work again and can retire? Most people not. There's a statistic out there that says over 90% of the people, 90% either are dependent on their family or friends to take care of them, or they have to go back to work. They have to go back to work by the time they retire. Jobs don't work usually. Got to supplement your income some way. And residual income is the way to do it. So linear income is one type of income. Let's say you own a small business. Or let me rephrase that, the small business owns you. If you have a small business and your income is determined by how many hours you put in, do you usually work more than you work at a job or less? That's right, most of the time you work more. If you have a small business, you can't leave. The door's open with you, the door's closed with you. A lot of the time, if you have one or two employees, especially if you own like a little sandwich shop or something, what happens when you leave? See, some of those sandwiches leave right along with you, right behind you. That's right. See, a lot of the time, that happens in a small business. We have to be there 24/7. We have to be there when the door is open. We have to be there when the door is closed. That's not freedom. See, a lot of people think that's freedom. That is the American way, but it's not necessarily freedom. See, but that's still a little bit of linear income. You have a little bit of leverage with the people, but you still have to be there to make the money. What if you own a big business? You own a big company. Do you have employees? Yes. Do you have liability? Yes. Do you have overhead? Yes. Most of the time. If you have a big business, guess what? You have a huge expense amount. And that's important to understand because, yes, you may make a lot of money, but what's your expenses? A lot of the time, most companies work on a small margin. 1%, 2%, 5%, 20% margin, profit margin after all expenses are done. That means they may make $1 million, but they net $200,000 after everything is paid. So you got to understand, with a business, that's great to have. It's great to have a business. You do have some leverage. You do have a little freedom, but it costs you to have that money. There's a cost to it. Let's talk about investments. Different types of investments. You can invest in stocks and mutual funds. You can invest in the stock market and different types of investments like that. That's great. If you invest in the stock market, guess what? You can earn some passive income. You put money in a stock market or in a company or something, you can earn passive income month after month after month from that product if you have it done the right way. Or you can put it into some type of savings account that gives you an interest rate every month, and you can get residual passive income from that too. Let me tell you the key factor to it. You got to keep the money in there to get it. See, if you sell the stock, where's your passive income? It's gone. That's the interesting thing about it, is that you still got to keep the cash in the bank to get the money. Let's talk about residual income from network marketing or direct sales or some type of income of that nature or multi-level marketing. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about true residual income. I used to work for a company that was on TV. They have a duck as their commercial. I don't want to mention any names or anything. The duck says a funny name. It's kind of funny. I love it when people say the name. But I used to work for that company for 4 years. And that was from 2000 to 2004. Now, I haven't worked there since 2004. When I'm shooting this video right now, it's 2009. I still get a check every month from them. See, I worked for a period of time. I stopped working, and month after month after month, like clockwork, I still get a check. That's called residual income. Now, there's different types of residual income. See, that company, my residual income started out really high when I left. It's dwindled down and dwindled down and dwindled down. And that's okay. I'm still getting it. It's still almost like free money. You see, it's residual income. But let's talk about residual income from network marketing. See, if you join the right company at the right time and you build it using the right system, and you build it for a period of time. Now, I don't know how long that period of time is for that company, but it could be 1 year, 2 years, 5 years, 10 years. But if you build it for a period of time, what can happen is you could stop working and that check can come in month after month after month after month. And the interesting thing about it, this is the key that a lot of people don't realize. See, when you're in a business that you stop working, a lot of the time the revenue starts to go down. My insurance residual goes down because none of my clients are buying more insurance. Even if they do, I don't get paid on it because I'm not the one providing the service. See, but in network marketing, because you're dealing with people, and people have dreams bigger than yours. Some of them want more than you do. Some of them have goals that they want to achieve faster. They have better skill levels than you do. And you may not have any skill level at all in this industry. You may not have any abilities to do this business the right way. But you know what? Some people that you bring in, that they know someone that knows someone that knows someone that has great ability to build this business. And they go tear it up. And when that happens, guess what you get? Paid. Residual income. That's the interesting thing. See, you can get to a point where you can build your business and you could stop building it and your income not only can stay the same, it could increase month after month after month, because I couldn't stop those people from building my business. I couldn't stop them ever from building the business. How am I going to stop them? Just because I stopped doesn't mean they're going to. See, if you build the industry of network marketing and multi-level marketing correctly, it could pay you for the rest of your life if you get in the right company at the right time. I'm going to talk to you about that a little later, what that right company looks like. Because there's some key elements that you need to know, because people get deceived and they get into companies that go out of business. And I'm going to tell you, it's a very high statistic. Over 90% of the network marketing and direct sales companies that get in business go out of business within the first 5 years. So how do you know the right one? The next training I'm going to teach you is how to figure out that right one. But residual income is, in my opinion, the single most important reason why you should get involved in network marketing. I'm going to give you an example of what residual income actually looks like. I'm going to give you an example of how that works, so you can, really get a feel for what this looks like. Let's say you wanted to get a $5,000 a month check. Your goal was to get $5,000 per month. And you said, I'm going to put a certain amount of money in the bank, and the banker said, I'll give you 6%. How much cash do you think you need to have in the bank if you want to get a $5,000 a month check at 6% interest? What do you think? 50,000, 100,000, 200,000? See, a lot of people don't know, but I'm going to tell you the number. It's $1 million. See, I'll tell you why. 5,000 a month times 12 months equals 60,000 a year, right? 60,000 a year. That's how it works. So you take the $1 million times 6% is $60,000 a year. Divided by 12 months is $5,000 a month. So to get a $5,000 a month check residually is equivalent to having $1 million sitting in a bank. Think about that. How long is it going to take you to save $1 million in your bank account at your job? How long is it going to take you in your small business to put $1 million to sit in the bank?